Hi, this is Debbie from celestialastrologyhealing.co.uk, and today I'd like to say happy full moon in Leo. This particularly resonates with me because I have my moon in Leo as well. So there's a sort of warmth and open-heartedness and creativity that's potentially available at this time with the full moon in Leo. We only have one full moon in Leo every year. As we do with all the signs of the zodiac, in fact. Just to introduce myself, I use Hellenistic ancient astrology, having studied modern astrology for a couple of decades, but over the last 3 or 4 years, I've been studying with nightlight astrology, and I'm practicing as a newly qualified professional astrologer. So if you do manage to get a reading with me, I put so much effort in at this stage because I'm still looking for clients, and if you can subscribe to my channel, that would encourage me to continue doing these recordings. So I love this image here, which shows Leo, the proud regal lion. Often natives with either sun or moon or ascendant in Leo would have quite a lot of hair. It's quite a big part of their presentation, of their personality. And the sun rules Leo. So at the sunny time of year when Leo season happens, it's the summer, it's that warmth, it's that passionate, fiery, blossoming, fruiting time of the year. So when we have a full moon in Leo, it's opposite the opposite sign of the zodiac, which is Aquarius. So we know that we're still in the depths of winter, not too far in the depths, because we've also just in Scotland, we've just celebrated Imbolc, which is a cross-quarter day between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. So when we think about the spring equinoxes being April, the first sign of the zodiac, Aries, opposite the autumn equinox of Libra, and then we have the cardinal signs of winter solstice, Capricorn, opposite the summer solstice of Cancer. Well, in between winter solstice of Capricorn and spring equinox of Aries, we have this cross-quarter time called Imbolc, and that's when the snowdrops start to show themselves and signs of life. It's like a battle between the goddess brigade of spring and the crone of winter, and there's this battle. And certainly today, I woke up and the car had ice all over it today as I was going off to do my morning tribal belly dance at the local village hall here, which is a great thing to do. It's a nice thing to dress up that Leo energy. Leos can be good performers, leaders, teachers, and there's a sort of glamorousness of generosity and sharing. So I just thought I'd like to share this image of this full moon in Leo here. It resonates with me, as I was saying, because I have my Leo moon, as does my sister, actually. So I'd like to now share another image of the heavens at this full moon tonight. So what we can see here on the 5th of February 2023, it says London, but I'm actually in Scotland, at 18:27, so the evening time, and dependent on your time zone, if you're further west, it will be later. If you're east, it will be earlier. So we have this full moon, and if I bring up my annotation tool, I can show you the what happens whenever there's a full moon. The sun and the moon are always opposite. So here we have the moon at 16 degrees Leo, 40 minutes. I'm using whole sign houses here, which is supposed to be the ancient house system. And it's opposite this 16 degrees sun at 16 degrees Aquarius, 40 minutes. So there's an opposition here. And what we have with oppositions, as well as in the chart of the moment and in our, if we think about our own personal natal chart, the opposition is the nature of Saturn, and there's a sort of a dynamic of what could be seen to be a tug of war, because there's opposing natures. There's some similarities, like I've heard the term cosmic cousins used in astrology as well, because, for example, Leo is fixed fire, so it's a fixed modality, and Aquarius is fixed air, so that's a fixed modality. And fire and air are both masculine principles of expression, so they're outward energies, that sort of yang outward expression. And it's about the dynamic of a full moon when things come to fruition and the fullness of the light of the sun is being represented by this moon. I've worn this disc today to symbolize the full moon as well. It's the fruition of things coming to the head or completion or ending at the time of full moon. And in the cycles of the lunar cycles, 2 weeks ago at new moon, the things that you may have intentionally planted seeds for or hoped for or tried to initiate something new in your life, they could be coming to fruition at this time of the full moon. And as I was saying, the nature of oppositions is of Saturn, the most distant planet of the solar system as seen by the ancient ones. So Saturn, being the boundary planet, represents a place of coldness, limitation, distance, and isolation, sometimes death as well, and endings, because it's the harshest place to live. And when we think of that sign of the zodiac, Saturn in ancient times was seen to rule Aquarius. It's very different to the sun that rules Leo. So Leo being ruled by the sun is warm, it's vital to our existence. It's outward expressing, it's passionate, and it's just that yang energy. It's that I exist, and it's about warmth and sharing. And that's very much about Leo's energy. So at the full moon with this opposing dynamic, the challenge is to bring together and find that fulcrum point to allow the two energies of the sun in Aquarius and the moon in Leo to be in balance. And also when we think about the new moon back in 2020, that would have been the 28th of July. You only have one new moon in each sign of the zodiac, as we also only have one moon at full moon in the sun. Each sign of the zodiac has one new moon and one full moon. So going back to when the moon was new in Leo, that would have been the 28th of July 2022. So thinking about what may have been going on in your life around that time, were there projects that you were hoping to bring to fruition? Because now we're at the full point of those projects from 6 months ago. So there's all these different time cycles that we can use in astrology to reflect upon. Some people are better at these things than others. Certainly, I'm not very good at remembering back too far unless there's something very significant going on. But anyway, oops, stop. If I stop my share, I just would like to put another image up. And this is a lovely energy, which I think you can feel. It's one of my favorites that I share when I send messages to friends and loved ones. It's just that sense of warmth radiating outwards with that warm, loving, open-hearted, generous, fiery moon in Leo. And actually, the Leo rules the heart. When we connect to all the different parts of the body, Leo rules the heart and the spine. So it's a reminder of just allowing those positive embers within us that we can share with others. You know, we can share these through very simple interactions of a smile when passing a person, or thinking kindly of somebody that may be suffering, just sharing that love, warmth, and radiance of the Leo moon. So this is just a short video. If you're interested in a reading with me, please contact me through my website. I'll put the link below. And if you're interested in looking into where the full moon would be working in your own personal chart, what you need to do is work out with your date, place, and crucially time of birth to give you your ascendant. Then you can see the house cusps that create the areas where the planets would sit. And you can get these on free sites such as AstroSeek or astro.com, entering in your name, date, place, and time of birth. And then you can choose the house systems, and I would advise using whole sign house system. You can play around with different house systems, but this is what most ancient astrologers would use, is the whole sign house system. And then you can see where the sun is in your chart and what area of life that relates to, and where the moon is in your chart. as well as seeing all the other planetary placements that are going on in the heavens. I could go into more just now, but I'd like to keep this quite short so it's not too overwhelming. Please leave any comments below. Please press the subscribe and like and share, because it's quite an intimate group that I'm sharing these videos with at the moment. The more demand there is, the more effort I'll put in, and hopefully I can grow this channel as well. So thanks for listening. Happy full moon in Leo, and sending lots of blessings, love, and may your dreams come to fruition at this time. Bye for now. Eek, I didn't mean to do that.